Hello everybody and welcome back to Dana's Coloring Obsession. We are finishing up our color along for July. I hope you are all doing great today, this Tuesday, and you are ready to jump in with me. So, as I was coloring the rest of the petals, the large petals that we were doing here, I was thinking to myself, this yellow gold kind of clashes with things. So I am going to go over it with this Aclaro paint again, Pearl Colors in the Earth set, and I'm going to use the bronze. That's a warmer color, and I think it will go better with this page. I'm sorry if that upsets any of you, if you've already done it and you don't want to change it, by all means don't, but it should, because they're opaque, it should go over them fairly well. I've got my Panda cup here and my number 2 paintbrush, and let me zoom into our butterfly. Okay, and I'm sorry about this, you guys. I didn't plan for this. I didn't realize that I was choosing a cool color with all the warm colors. And our caterpillar might clash a little bit once we do all the greens, but I'm not changing him. So I loaded up my brush with the bronze in the Earth set, and I'm just going to go over the top of this yellow Aclaro paint, like so. Okay. I think that about does it for him. He needs to dry now. But I don't know if you can see because of the glare of the lights. But it just looks a lot better with the colors that we have for the flowers and everything. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead and take 3 of our colors that we used in the petals. Oh, I think I threw my little bucket over here. I have these little pouches that I just got. That'll be in the next haul I have. We are going to take the 3 yellows. So these are Prismas again. We're using Prisma color pencils, and we are using the Goldenrod PC 1034, the Jasmine PC 1012, and the Yellow Ochre PC 942. And they are going to be all of these little tiny petals on the inner side of the flower. That's what I'm going to use these for. And I'm actually going to sharpen them real quick. Okay, so we're going to take our darkest color, which is the Goldenrod. Let me move some things around a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to use it on one of these bigger petals to show you better. But just like these, I'm going to go from up top, or the bottom here, the middle, I guess, to the outside. Like that. And then I'm going to take the Yellow Ochre, little circles. And then I'm going to take our Jasmine. Like that. So one more time. Goldenrod on the tip of the petal and on the inner side there. Yellow Ochre, blending, smooshing. And then the center is finished off with the Jasmine. And then blend and smoosh if you need to. Okay, just like that. Let me get my brush. Okay, so I'm going to cut out, but I'm going to finish off all these little tendrils on both of the flowers with those 3 colors on the inside tiny petals of both. So I will be right back. We're back, everybody, and I finished off all of the little petals on both of the flowers. And now we're going to go in and do some leaves and the stem here on this flower. And I have 3 different greens here, Prisma. And they are going to be spring green, they're short, sorry, PC 913, grass green PC 909, and dark green PC 908. And what we're gonna do is, let's see, let's do a big leaf so you guys can see really well. Sorry, gotta move some things. I need more room on my desk. Okay, so we'll do this leaf, and we'll do, well, let's just start with this one, and then maybe we'll do the stem here. Okay, so I'm going to start with my darkest green, which is the dark green, and we are gonna come along the line here. And out to the edge, lightly. I'm doing small circles, but I'm going to moosh it together later with the other colors. So I'm lightly putting in the green right next to the vein on both sides of the leaf, like that. And then I'm going to actually do that on the outside of the leaf as well. And we'll go back in with and darken the edges up and stuff later and get rid of the tooth and everything. And I am going to go in between the petals here and here as well. Okay, and now I'm going to take our middle tone, which is the grass green, and I'm going in right next to the dark green. Like I said, we're going back in with the dark green, so it will be darker. Like that. And then we're going to take our spring green and do the center. Don't worry, we're going to mush it together. Don't worry. All right, back to the dark green. Then the grass green. And then, oops, also the spring green. And we're mushing. Moosh, moosh, moosh that line away. Okay, I'm going to do the other side just like this in a second. Just getting rid of some of the tooth here. All right, back to the dark green. Now I would have went with like lime peel and olive green and things, but it would have really clashed with this caterpillar, so I went a little brighter than I might have because of our caterpillar, if that makes more sense to you as to why we're doing pretty bright greens for our leaves. Okay, and then I'm taking the middle color to do the vein. And there is how I'm doing the leaves, guys. Now let's do this stem so you guys know I'm going to use the same colors on the stem. And I'm going to basically see this design. The little circular areas here is where I'm going to put the dark. I mean, I hope this works. It might look funny, but I don't know. I want to try something different here. We'll see how it works. And then up here by the flower, of course. And here. And of course, we're going to go back over it. to take our middle green, and on the outside edge of what I did with the circles, we're going to put the green, leaving some white area for the lightest green. We'll see how this looks, and we might mush it together a different way, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Okay, let's put in the spring green here, you guys. All right, and let's go back in and darken all of our areas back up. Okay, our middle tone, which is the grass green. And then our lightest color. And more smushy. There we go. All right, so leaves and stems, I'm gonna do those. Off camera. So I'll finish those off camera, but we're gonna go in and do our butterfly and the centers of our flowers now. So let's do this butterfly. Okay, and I have the 3 blues that we used on the other butterfly here, which are Cloud Blue, PC 1023, Violet Blue, PC 933, and Blue Violet Lake, PC 1079. And I'm starting with the darkest. And we're starting in the center by his body and going out into the wing. Now this one's a little more simplified than the other one because it's just a smaller butterfly. So we're going to do things a little bit differently here. Okay, I'm just doing a light coat of where I want things, and then I will go back. All right, and then I'm going to take the darkest blue and we're going to go through here. And it's going to be all the dark blue, this bottom section here. Again, don't worry, I'm just lightly covering the area. I know it's all scratchy and not blended and everything. Don't worry. I'm going back. I like to lay out my color sometimes and see where everything is going to go, and then go back in and darken everything up and blend it up like that. And then this butterfly, he will also be the middle tone body. Like that. Okay, so let's go back in now with our dark blue. Like so. Now, blue and red are notorious in Prismacolors for bleeding onto other things, so please, please, please don't brush your hand across if you're using Prismas, because you will get it everywhere and it will be so frustrating. Okay, middle tone. And the light blue. Sorry, I keep hitting the mic. Hopefully that's not too loud of a bonk. Okay, let me grab the middle tone again and go back over his little body. Okay, now we're going to grab our paintbrush and our bronze color in the earth tones in the Pearl Colors Coliro. And I still have enough, well, it's pretty thick. Getting a little more water. There we go. Quite a bit on my brush here. Hold on a second. Okay. Gonna do his antenna. Like so. And then the outside. Okay, and then there's dots here that we covered up. Oops, well. And I'm just using the very tip of the brush so that I don't go smooshing it where it doesn't belong. Careful not to get too much on your brush, because that can be complicated. Okay, you guys, I am going to be very careful, and I'm going to segment these wings like so. There we go. All right. That little butterfly is done. Okay. He needs to dry. All right, now we're going to do the center of this flower up top here. And let me move the camera. Okay, and I have a bunch of browns and brownish reds. I have Prismacolors, Dark Umber, PC 947, Sienna Brown, PC 945, Burnt Ochre, PC 943, and I have Chocolate Brown, and I don't have, it's in an extender. Hold on a second. Chocolate Brown is what number? 1082. Okay, and let me get these paints out of the way. I have to keep it open so that it can dry without molding. Make sure I don't get my hand in the other butterfly. All right, I'm going to take my darkest color, which is the umber. And I'm not going to fill in every single little dot. What we're going to do is fade inward. Which I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, but I have to turn the book sideways a little bit. I know that's disorienting for some of you, and that bothers a lot of you, and I don't usually, but it's gonna have to be that way. And I apologize. Trying not to make a defining line there so it'll blend better. Okay, back this way. I'm just lightly feathering some more color here. So pushing harder on the outside and lightening your pressure as you go in. In an oval motion is how I'm doing it. Okay, and then the next darkest is the chocolate brown. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the sienna brown. Overlapping some of the chocolate just because it is a redder brown and we want it to blend in. Okay, and then finally the burnt ochre in the middle. All right, now I'm going to go back over everything. Okay, and now you can see a little bit of the wax because of the Prisma, but if I do this, it's a little bit better. You can kind of see what it's supposed to look like without the wax color or the wax sheen, I guess. Okay, you guys, I did a few more leaves so you could see, but I ran out of time for filming. It's been a long while. And I wanted to get this out to you guys so you can finish off the leaves like with those. And I like the black background, so I'm not going to do any sprays or anything. Now, of course, you can do what you want with your page. And I will finish off the leaves, and the center will be exactly like this one, which I showed you. But you will see this in my finished pages. So usually I finish the page on screen, but like I said, I ran out of time and I wanted to get this to you so you know how everything is colored, and you'll get the final hoorah of the page in my finished pages video in a couple weeks. So thank you for following along. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that like button for me if you would. It does wonders for the channel, helps get the videos out there, and I would really appreciate it. It's free. So yeah, thank you again for hanging out with me today. I will see you in the next video.